Hello everyone. Today we're going to be reading What If There Were No Bees by Suzanne Slade and illustrated by Carl Schwartz. Now just from the cover, what do you guys think would happen if there were no bees? Have you ever seen a bee before? If so, how do you feel about them? Let's begin. What if there were no bees? Don't be fooled by a bee's size. It's tiny compared to the foxes, skunks, and owls that share its grassland home. But bees do the work of giants. Bees spend countless hours darting from flower to flower to collect pollen and nectar. Grassland, plants, animals, and insects are tied to one another by food chains. Bees, as well as other living things, belong to several chains. Many food chains are connected by one plant or an animal to create larger food webs. Look at all those cool animals. Flowers are a bee's best friend. They're often filled with a sweet liquid called nectar. Bees sip nectar to keep up their energy. Honeybees also use nectar to make honey. As bees collect nectar, tiny pieces of pollen stick to their furry legs. When bees visit other flowers, the pollen falls off. Flowering plants need pollen to create seeds and fruits. This process is called pollination. As bees fly around to collect food, they face many dangers. Spiders, birds, toads, and other hungry predators hunt these hard-working insects. Pollination and some of the pesticides farmers use to protect their crops can also hurt bees. Mice often make unwelcome nests in honeybees' boxes. While the mice aren't dangerous to bees, they do damage the boxes and the bees' honeycomb. The smell of mouse droppings may cause bees to leave their hive for good. What would happen if bees became extinct? If there were no bees, farmers near grasslands would have a lot of trouble growing crops. Farmers need bees, especially honeybees, to help pollinate their fruit and nut trees. Apple, cherry, plum, and avocado trees would produce less fruit or none at all without bees. Almond and macadamia trees would produce less too. Fields of strawberry plants wouldn't be able to produce fruit. Neither would blueberry plants. Without bees, there would be fewer carrots, onions, and other vegetables. Bees are major pollinators of many fruit and vegetable crops. Grasslands, wildflowers, and other plants couldn't make seeds without bees. Flowering bushes and nearby forests couldn't grow berries for birds. Soon many mice, squirrels, and other small animals would not have enough food to survive. Honeybees make honey from the nectar they collect. Bears, skunk, mice, and ants love the sweet honey. It's an important food source for them. Without honey, these animals and many others would suffer. What do you guys think bears would do to adapt if they ran out of honey? Without bees, grasslands and nearby farms and forests would become quieter, less colorful places. Fewer truckloads of fresh fruits and vegetables. No flowering plants blanketing the wide open fields. No bright berries or crunchy seeds for the forest animals to eat. What would happen if bees became extinct? All kinds of things. The loss of one small creature, even as small as the bee, can have a huge effect on the ecosystems of our world. Today, scientists are studying bees closely to learn how to keep them safe and healthy. Farmers are finding new ways to control pests. All this hard work should mean more bees buzzing around in the future. So, what do we learn about bees from the book? Do we have any new feelings about bees that we learned from this book or that have changed from before? Thank you, class, for following along with me as we read What If There Were No Bees?